Good evening, everybody. How are we doing tonight? All right, so my name is Jonathan Albertine. I'm the events director here at Barker Hall at Trinity in Michigan City. Welcome to my playground. This is a very unique building, and we have a very unique evening tonight designed for you. So just a little bit, this is an elegant and historic space. History is all about stories. We began a new story a year ago, and this was my first major event, was to have the two middle schools come and perform with their jazz ensembles. And it was a tremendous success, and I'm sure tonight will be as well. We're all part of that next chapter in that story of our town and of Barker Hall and of our kids growing up. And man, this is a delight for me to have a kind of job where I get to listen to this music. So without further ado, I'm going to, with gracious thanks to, well, actually, I do want to make one note. We are collecting a donation at the end of the evening. There will be some volunteers there. While this is free and open to the public, we ask that if you'd like to support the music programs of Barker Middle School and Krueger. And we're splitting the money. My feelings are starting to go. We're sharing the money collected 50-50, and the portion going to Barker Hall will support the cost of the evening and also the restoration work, which we have tremendous things happening in the future. More music concerts and an elevator at some point. Now, so I want to hand over the evening, to Mr. Jason Smith, who is the band director at Barker Middle School. And without further ado.
All right, hello. All right, hello, welcome everybody. My name is Mr. Jason Smith. I'm the band director at Barker Middle School. And before you have the Barker Middle School Jazz Band for 2026, give another round of applause for a great first number. That was What's Cookin' by Victor Lopez, a little Latin chart for you. On that one, you heard Dallas, Washington on the clarinet, and you heard Macy White on trumpet with some great solos. Yes, once again, great solos. Up next, we're going to play a little bit more of a standard blues chart for you called Division Street Blues, and you'll hear quite a few of our students featured as solos. It's really cool to see a great turnout again. We're really happy that we can do this event, and this year the numbers at Barker and Krueger were so big that we were able to have 2 separate jazz bands. It's sad to not have the Krueger 8th graders here with us again. We miss them, but it's really, really cool to see our band program growing, to see our families growing, and have so much support out here. So thank you so much for being out here. As I said, we're selling fresh refreshments. Pretty much everything's $1. Some of the stuff that families made, we've sold for like $2 or $3. They'll tell you over there, but feel free to eat some cookies and stuff like that, but don't feel under any obligation to pay. We're happy to give a free concert for everyone. But yes, all right, our next song is going to be Division Street Blues. We hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. That was Division Street Blues, and you heard a lot of students soloing on that one. First up, you had Shantice Wright on the baritone doing a baritone solo. Then we had Aubrey Kohler and Adam Killingbeck doing a tenor saxophone and trumpet duet. And last but not least, we had Addison Eaton playing a trombone solo. I cannot express how proud I am of these kids. Jazz band is a really hard season. We get really busy after school with 900 things, and sometimes asking for Tuesdays and Thursdays until 4 o'clock is a lot. But these kids have done an outstanding job. Very proud of the work that it took to get here, and all the kids that are here are truly the best kids that I have in the school. Yes. So thank you so much for being here today. We have one more number for you from the Barker Band. This is going to be called The Chicken. And we hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. I'll tell you in advance, this one will feature a solo from tenor sax player Alicia Fisher. Thank you so much. I wish I could shout out every single kid, but one shout out should go to our rhythm section, which has been absolutely rock solid all year, like nearly perfect attendance across the board. Fantastic sounds. Roman, Tommy, Malachi, Vincent, you guys are awesome. I'm gonna miss the old ones. All right. We are now going to transition. It is going to be Krueger Middle School Jazz Band's turn. If you are a Barker family, please don't leave. That would be so rude. It's just a few songs. But now is a great time to get some food for like $1 and to tell your kids they did a great job. But thank you very much. We'll have a quick transition, intermission, food eating time, and then Krueger Middle School Jazz Band is going to take it away. It'll be amazing. Thank you guys.
We are going to go ahead and get started with the second half of today's performance. I'll give you a moment to get back to your seats. All right, congratulations Barker Band, your first half performance, very, very excellent. My name is Miss Katie Martin, and now seeing people doing this in the back. My name is Miss Katie Martin. I'm the band director at Krueger Middle School. Behind me is the 7th and 8th grade jazz band from Krueger. Super excited to be here. We're gonna go ahead and kick things right off with our first song, Swing Into Style.
Okay, so that's fine.
Again, thank you for being here. As we've said, all profits made tonight from food and refreshment sales, as well as a donation we're going to do at the end, support the band programs both at Krueger and Barker and allow us to continue this collaboration here at Barker Hall. We wanted to give a huge shout out to Jonathan Albertine. Where is Jonathan? Oh, he's hiding up in the balcony. Thank you, Jonathan, for your collaboration. This is the second year of this program here at Barker Hall, and we're very excited to turn this into an annual tradition celebrating the middle school jazz bands at Krueger and Barker. And if you're not aware, this is only the second year the middle schools here in Michigan City have offered a jazz band. So we're very excited to have this continuing for our students and in this community. The second soloists from that last song, you heard Gabby and Charlene do a trumpet duet in the back. On the next two, you're going to hear Charlene play guitar. You also heard Aubrey Anderson on alto saxophone. Our next song is a fun Latin jazz chart called Mocha Around the Corner. I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. Again, that was Mocha Around the Corner. We had two soloists in that one. We had Shelby Cheeks on clarinet, and we had Charlene Stewart on guitar. The final song you will hear from us tonight from the Krueger Jazz Band is called Drum Time, and as you may assume, this is going to be featuring our drummer, Levi Bissing. If you're familiar with the show Wipeout, this is kind of based on that theme song. You're going to hear some things that are pretty similar to the Wipeout theme song in this one, but we hope you enjoy our final selection for the evening, Drum Time, featuring Levi Bissing. Thank you again for being, hold on. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Mr. Smith, did you have anything before we head out?
Cookies are on sale for $1 just now for the end of the concert. And please grab a music stand and when you go outside, throw it, set it in the grass, lay it down. If you leave it outside standing up, it'll blow over and hit someone's car. So please help grab a music stand. Please just set it down in the grass outside and I'll put it in my car later. Thank you.
On the way out the door as well, we're going to have a couple high school volunteers. If you would like to donate, again, this money is simultaneously going towards the music programs and the restoration and allowing us to use this hall free of charge tonight. So on the way out, if you would like to make a cash donation to support the programs, it would be forever appreciated. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for a second annual jazz concert for the middle schools.